say we grocery shop, do a little grocery haul, and catch up together because you guys, oh my god, why has it been so long? Why has it been so long since we've caught up? A lot has happened since the last time that we have hung out on here. I'm so excited to catch you guys up on everything. First things first, I gotta show you guys this ring. We're engaged. We're engaged. May the 4th be with you and with all of us, because that is the day that Nash and I got engaged. He's a huge Star Wars fan. He wanted to propose on that day, and I love that for him, and I love that for us. Don't mind my like botched nail. Anyways, of course, because I always have missing nails. It's just like a personality trait of mine. But we got engaged, we got a new car, so different interior, and I also want to note that I did just get my lip filler dissolved, so I have bruising on the side right here, on the outside and right here. So, and I'm still a little numb too, so if my mouth is looking a little funky and I'm moving a little bit weird, that's why. And there's also bruising, so just embrace me for who I am, please. But I'm obsessed with my natural lips. I really love them. I do plan to get a little bit of just, I'll take you guys on for the lip filler, the refilling of my lips. I just wanted to completely redo my lips. I love my petite lips. I'm not going back to make my lips look bigger necessarily. Like, I don't care about how big they were. I did for a really long time. I wanted them bigger and bigger. Like, lip filler blindness is real. I just want to enhance the natural shape just a little bit because I do have thinner lips, which are beautiful as is. I love the way that thinner lips look on my face, but I just want a little bit of juice in them. And I want to show you guys how lip filler can be tasteful if you get the right amount and get it done right. You know what I mean? Here I am going on my rant, but we have so much to catch up on, you guys. Like, I can't even believe it. I have to say that. So Nash and I, obviously, like I said a million times, got engaged May 4th. I feel like after that, oh my god, it was the best day of my life. I'm gonna rehash it for you guys in this video and like go into depth about it. But it was just the best. It could not have been more perfect of a day, and it was so magical. His family came in and surprised us, or not him, but me, and we spent the weekend just feeling so loved by family and friends. It was amazing. But I feel like after that, I was equally as like excited and like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life, as tired. I was very drained. Like, it's like emotionally drained, but in the best way. Like, you felt so fulfilled, but social battery was drained, and that like affected me for like a month and a half, and it really like threw me off my rocker a little bit. All I could do was just sleep. I was like so tired. So here we are, we're back. I'm gonna take you guys to Whole Foods. We're gonna do a little grocery haul, and I know you're probably like, Whole Foods is expensive. It is. However, you guys, I do want to say, I don't know if you know, Whole Foods has their own brand called 365, and it actually is the 365 brand is very affordable. They have other brands there that are very expensive, but the 365 brand at Whole Foods is for the girls. Like, somebody's got to say it. Somebody has got to say it. And the brand is great. And I don't know. I love Whole Foods, and I go to the one in downtown here in Nashville. So I'm going to take you guys there. We're going to do a little grocery shopping together. It's going to be a fun little vlog. I'm going to do a grocery haul with you guys as well. Tell you guys, it's our usual, like, it's honestly like the same grocery haul as I always do, but I'll kind of break everything down for you and what we get, why we get it, and everything. And then I'll just catch you guys up a little bit because we have to catch up on books, like what books I've been reading, life a little bit, and just I want to hang out. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna stop yapping right now, and we're gonna go grocery shopping. Didn't already know, Whole Foods has the best coffee. Look at this color. Unbelievable color. The best iced coffee in the world. I get an iced honey latte with almond milk. Phenomenal. You guys know I love my little car chats. I want to talk to you guys about something. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but this is just like little life updates. So I have recently gone California sober, meaning that I am not drinking alcohol anymore. I know I talked about being like sober curious a lot, figuring out my relationship with alcohol, realizing that it like no longer really makes me feel good. And I was trying to navigate that because when Nash and I lived in Reno, we didn't go out. Like, we didn't really drink that much. Like, a glass of wine here and there. He'd have a couple beers. But now we're moving to Nashville where, like, everything you do, there's alcohol involved. So I was trying to navigate my first couple months living here, how I want to have my relationship with alcohol, and I just decided I feel best without it, but I still want to have a little bit of fun. Can you have fun being sober? Absolutely. But sometimes people are on levels, and I want to be on my own kind of level. So I decided to start dabbling in some other things, being California sober, meaning I'm not drinking alcohol, but I'm dabbling in like THC, CBD drinks, and also I've been microdosing mushrooms, which has been super fun. I haven't like talked too much about it. I talked about it on my podcast a little bit. I haven't talked too much about it because I just like the legalities of it. I don't know. It's like a little bit funky right now, but mushrooms is not new. Like, there's so many nootropic supplements out there right now that are mood boosters that have like reishi mushrooms in them, or they have mushrooms in them. Like, this is something that comes from the earth. Like, mushrooms and being a mood booster is not something that's new, but microdosing hallucinogenic mushrooms is something that's a little bit taboo, which is fine, okay? We all get it. So I've just been doing that, and it's been so fun, and I've been loving it, and removing alcohol from my life has made me feel so good. The one thing that I do miss so bad is a glass of wine. But I've been wanting to find like non-alcoholic wines because they have those now, and I just need to find, because it's the ambiance of wine. Like, honestly, my favorite drunk is a wine drunk, don't get me wrong, okay? I really miss that. But I have like things now that I can use, like tools now that I can use where I'm not drinking alcohol, but I'm still able to like be in the same space of people who are drinking alcohol, feeling like I'm doing my own thing and also kind of on their level, but just in a different way. So yeah, I've been talking about it a lot on my socials, and it's just been like super, super fun. And I have finally found that balance, I feel like, and yeah, it's been really awesome. So California sober living has been something that I just really love. It is still something that is taboo, but it's called California sober. Like, a lot of people in California smoke weed, but they don't drink alcohol. I'm from California though, so I've grown up around weed my whole life. Like, I know my friends' parents in high school who they smoked openly, and it wasn't anything that was like too crazy. So I've been surrounded by it for a while, but for some other people it is taboo. But yeah, it's been a really fun part of this journey here. Am I going to be sober forever from alcohol? No, probably not. I just don't know. As of right now, I just know that it makes me feel good when I don't drink it. You know, I was experiencing severe hangovers. Like, 1 or 2 glasses of wine would have me like, not just being like, ooh, yep, definitely drank yesterday. Like, I could not physically move. I'd have the worst anxiety, the worst depression. I would be wiped out. It would affect me the whole week. I'd be able to wake up the next day and like, the next day I would not be able to do anything, but the following days I would get up and work and work out, but I would not feel okay. Like, my mood, it was not good. The way that it affected me. And it's like, I can't hang the way that I used to. Ever since I turned 25, it's just been this whole like, come to Jesus with like, oh my God, my body's different. Oh my God, I can't metabolize alcohol very well. Like, all of these different things, right? Yeah, I just can't hang like I used to, but I'm not mad about it. Like, I don't want to be hanging like that anymore. I don't feel like I need to, alcohol wise, but I still want to have my own fun. So I've been finding my own fun in it, and yeah, that's kind of the update there. Okay, now we're gonna do a grocery haul. Like I said in the store, look at how perfect this color coffee is. If your Whole Foods has a cafe, which I'm very lucky, the one that I do has, they make the best coffee. Like, I know I exaggerate a lot, but this truly is the best coffee. Like, this is how the coloring should be when you have a coffee. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through every single thing that I got. This is, like I said, our usual weekly grocery haul. All of this was about $160 for 2 people. I'm shopping for Nash and I, so keep that in mind. So about $80 a person, unfortunately, is a sign of the times that we are living in every single week. Could be better, could be worse, but let's get into it. Starting off strong, we've got frozen broccoli. You guys know that this is like an absolute go-to. Pop this in the air fryer for like 6 or 7 minutes, your broccoli is done. Super easy way. I feel like freezing things or having things frozen is just the best way to do it because this is gonna last a really long time. Anytime I have bought fresh broccoli, it just goes old really quickly. Some cilantro, really just adds flavor to your meals. Some green onion, just another thing that is flavorful, although Nash likes to argue that this is him getting in his greens. I said, sir, no, it's not. Just because it's green doesn't mean you're getting in your greens. A yellow onion, we rotate between yellow and red all the time. I've just been on a yellow onion hype because adding caramelized onions to every single meal, I mean, what could go wrong? We've got some organic zucchini squash. These are massive. Usually they're skinny little beans, but they're big. It must be zucchini squash season. Also, I usually bring my own reusable bags, but I forgot them today, of course, for the video. So I know using the bags is not great. I'm just a girl. Got some baby arugula coming from somebody who does not like lettuce. I don't like salads. I've never liked lettuce or salads my entire life. One thing about me is that I'm consistent. I love arugula. Coming from someone who isn't a leafy person, this tastes phenomenal, a lot better than spinach in my opinion. And then some red bell peppers, red, yellow, orange, it doesn't matter. I don't know, I like the way that red tastes. I feel like they do taste different. They taste the same, but also different. But we got some juicy red, they were fresh. And these are just, oh my God, you could just tell when it's a good bell pepper and it makes me so excited. So I got 3 of these. And then some avocados. This is a healthy fat, not necessarily like, you know, a veggie. It's a fruit technically, but we got some avocados. Some of you guys are probably gonna ask, do you like fruit? We're not huge fruit eaters around here. I don't like fruit. I like the fruit flavoring. I can eat fruit or drink fruit in a smoothie, but I'm a texture gal and I do not like a lot of fruits. I know I'm weird. Okay, next we've got chicken thighs. If you want to pick a leaner meat out of the chickens, go chicken breast. But we love chicken thighs. They're more flavorful. They are more fatty, but they do have more vitamins and minerals in them. And sometimes chicken breast just gets too much. We need a break from it, so we love chicken thighs. Nash will usually cook these and grill these all at once so we have it prepped for the week. And then we got some sausages. These are such an easy way to get in some quick protein. Nash really likes the Cajun style and the Italian. And then we've got some breakfast sausages. I'm a huge breakfast sausage gal. Like I love bacon, but I love breakfast sausage. So this is the brand Belinsky's. This is the organic apple breakfast one. I really love these. And then I got 2 things of ground beef. This is 90-10, which usually is what we get. We like to stay towards lower fats in it, but 90-10 has, I don't know, has a good balance because there's still some juice in it. We've done 96-4 before and it's really dry. Still good, but very dry. And then of course, some organic pasture-raised eggs. Now for carb sources, it stays pretty much the same. We've got sweet potato tots, regular tots here. Some red potatoes are a really good source of carbs that your body can easily digest. And then we always have a massive thing of white rice that we have in the pantry, just plain white jasmine rice. Sometimes we'll do sushi rice. We cook it every day in our rice cooker and it's amazing. Those are kind of the carbs that we rotate towards. And then my mom has also been, actually let me show you. My mom has been home making sourdough bread. So usually we'll get sourdough bread at the store, but my mom has been like in her home cooking era. I mean, she's a phenomenal cook anyways, but she has been home making sourdough bread, English muffins, bagels, like everything. So all of the bread that we're getting is actually from my mom and it's homemade, which is amazing. If you're not having a slice of sourdough toast every single day of your life, what are you doing? And then just some miscellaneous stuff. We've got some shredded Mexican cheese here. This is the 365 brand like I was telling you about. This is the labeling here. This was the cheapest out of all of the cheeses and it's a pretty decent size. And then Parmesan cheese, just fresh grated Parmesan cheese. I like to sprinkle Parm on pretty much everything. And then these Old Florida chips. I don't know what seasoning they put on it, but it's literally crack. It is so good. So I like to have these with like my taco bowls sometimes and just to have like as a snack. And then most importantly, the Sweet Loren's cookies. You guys will not believe me. I put some of you guys onto this, but it's plant-based, gluten-free, dairy-free, peanut and tree nut-free. You're probably like, these taste like shit. I don't believe you. There's no way that these are good. When I tell you that these are the best cookies I've ever had, and when you eat like 2 or 3, like me, you don't feel like shit. Nash and I love cookies. We usually get Nestle Toll House cookies, and ever since we got introduced to these from my bestie, Stefana, we have not turned back. You have to trust me. And you can eat them raw. They're safe to eat raw, so you can eat them raw, or you can eat them cooked, and they're the bomb. I love them. They're so good. And then some almond milk. We do the unsweetened organic vanilla, or just like the vanilla flavor here. Milk is such a great brand. You guys, listen to these ingredients. This is the ingredients that you want in all of your almond milks or creamers. Filtered water, organic almonds, pure organic vanilla extract made from vanilla beans, and Himalayan pink salt. Look at my pinky. 4 ingredients. 4. That's it. That's all that you should have in your almond milk, especially if you're gonna be doing it. So this is a very clean brand. They also have oat milk, which is great. And they just came out with some creamers that are also really, really great as well. And then to finish off strong, just a few Olipops, because I like to mix my gardening mocktails in these, my California sober moments. So Olipops, I'm an Olipop girl. I feel like Poppy just tastes like shit. I love Olipop. But that's pretty much like the full haul. So you guys know the deal around here. Usually we will prep some of these ingredients, and that will look like chopping up these bell peppers here, chopping up the green onion, putting the cilantro away, chopping up the yellow onion and putting them in glass, airtight sealed containers. They will keep those fresh for really, really long. And then zucchini squash, I find dries up a little bit if I prep this. So I usually just leave it as is, and I will cut this fresh. Usually I've done it both times and it's been okay, but I'd rather just cut this fresh. And then pre-making all of our meats too. So today I'm going to make and season this ground beef and then stick it in the fridge. And basically it's already seasoned, already cooked. So all I have to do for the week or for lunch, is just serve myself and heat it up in the microwave, because nothing's worse than when you come home and you're starving and this is what is sitting in your fridge. I'm sorry. Who's gonna wanna make it? Nobody. So you're probably gonna order out, or you're gonna scavenge in your pantry and eat a few snacks and then be full for dinner. And it's just not gonna work out. You need to set yourself up for success. And one way to do that is just, as soon as you get done grocery shopping, if you have time, prep your shit really quickly, season it. Don't be afraid of seasonings. Like, seasonings are not gonna kill you. You're gonna be fine. If you're working out and drinking enough water, you're gonna be okay with the sodium levels. And pre-cook everything. Again, Nash cooks the chicken, I don't. But set yourself up for success so then you can just heat up your meals when you're hungry. It takes you like 5 to 8 minutes to heat it up, and you just want to set yourself up for success with nutrition. But that's pretty much the haul. I received quite a bit of judgment on this, which is fair. I get it. We're not even done with like the first week of August, but you guys, I decorated for fall, like, and a little bit for Halloween. Not my head being in the frame, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Just a little bit, okay? It's not that deep. It's okay. Like, it's for my own mental health. And honestly, you guys, some of you guys already started decorating, and I'm like, wait, I want to join in on the fun. And like, what's the point? What's the point? It's hot here until October. Why not start now? You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's just never long enough. Anytime I always put up my fall decor, then all of a sudden I'm feeling like, okay, then Halloween, and then fall decor again for Thanksgiving. But then during Thanksgiving, I'm already putting out Christmas stuff, and I'm like, it's not enough time. So like, come August 1st, it's pumpkin spice season in my head. Okay, but I want to update you guys on my reading as per usual. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to dive into the engagement story right now, because it was amazing and magical, but I would have you guys here for another like 45 minutes, and maybe we'll just do like a whole different story time. I did actually record a podcast with Nash, and we videotaped the podcast. So if you want our full engagement story and also your guys' most asked questions on the engagement, we kind of already debriefed that and I forgot about it. Like, it's just been, I'm telling you, I just feel like I've been in like this doozy haze ever since getting engaged. But here we are. Okay, let me update you guys on, ooh, I'm so giddy right now on the books I'm reading. Okay, first of all, don't be mad, but I've officially retired Throne of Glass for now. I can't. I'm like a third of the way through Queen of Shadows, and I just think for me, like, I'm a spicy girl at heart, and I am a spicy dark romance girl at heart, and there's so many of those books that I want to read, and I'm finding myself so slowly getting through Throne of Glass that it's just like not even worth it, right? Not every book that everybody loves I'm gonna love. I do feel a little bit of FOMO. It's not a goodbye, it's a see you later. It's just, I'm retiring it for now. I'll bring it back out. And I think I just want to like restart the whole series again some other time, but not right now, because it's fall time basically. Like, fall time is for the book talk girlies. Fall time is for the readers. It's about to be like Sundays, NFL football is going to be on, and we're going to be cozy, snuggled up, reading our spicy, smutty books. Like, I'm I'm sorry. Yes, of course I decorated early. Of course I did. Like, I'm manifesting it. It's right around the corner, you guys. We've almost made it through summer. I'm also not a summertime gal, though. Like, summertime has never been my favorite time of the year, ever. It's my least favorite season. So I'm like, might as well start it early. Okay, anyways, we're moving forward. But, so I've been reading, I don't know if I was reading this last time, but the Legacy of God series by Rina Kent. I just finished it. And I'm like, where do I start? There's 6 books. The 6th book just got released only like a month or 2 ago. And it's dark, spicy romance. It's kind of about this 2 different friend groups at this university in the UK. Some of them, like one of them's an American school, one of them's like a British school. It's Russian mafia smut mixed with like royal elites in the UK, like British elite people. So it's like mixing these 2 friend groups, and it's dark. It is, though, enemies to lovers. Like, that's what Rina Kent is known for. A lot of people are like, oh, her books are so repetitive. Like, every single one of her books is a similar storyline. It's enemies to lovers. But I will say all of the characters have their own darkness inside of them that they beat to and then meet with their like lover. You know what I mean? Like, they all, even the girls and the guys, they both have these like dark things that have gone on, traumatic experiences that they like work through together, if that makes sense. And it was so good. And hold on, wait. Okay, so the 5th book in the series, I'm like getting hot thinking about it, was my first ever spicy romance. So male on male, just 2 male characters. Tell me why I loved it. Tell me why it was hard for me to read about a male and female next, okay? I've crossed the threshold, and I want to, oh my God, it was so fucking good. And I didn't even know it was about these 2 characters until I was already reading about it. And I was like, there's no way. And I loved it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I have to tell you that I ate it up. And I fear that like any MF book is just not going to hit the same. So anyways, I did read the 6th book, which was male female, and it was great. That was actually that was really good. I really liked that one. The story was really sad, but it was just great. Okay, amazing. Now, anyways, Legacy of God series, apparently Rina Kent, there's a Rina Kent universe. She's got like a million fucking books, and I had no idea. She actually started off her whole universe with the parents of all of these kids. So you guys recommended to me, you're like, oh, read Legacy of God. It starts with God of Malice. You're like, read God of Malice. You're going to love the Legacy of God series. You didn't tell me I was reading a whole fucking universe. So now I'm stuck. In it, and I can't go back to Throne of Glass. And that's why I'm like, cannot turn my back. So Cruel King is what I'm reading right now, which is about 2 of the one set of parents from the kids that I read about. So it's kind of fun. I actually really liked reading about the kids first, because I feel like so many of the kids, I see a lot of them in their parents, and it's so fun. Like, I love it. This is why you read, because you escape fucking reality, and you're just like, you're in. Okay, so that's the reading update. However, dare I say, okay, we have to celebrate. Everyone, a moment of silence. Moment of silence. It's been almost 1 year since I started ACOTAR. A year ago, I read ACOTAR for the first time. I read it during the fall time. When I tell you the most magical, incredible fucking journey of my life, here's the thing about ACOTAR. Obviously, we know the first book, A Court of Thorns and Roses, is a gateway, and you just have to get through that book to understand really the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th book, whatever. I want to reread that series really badly, because it's the kind of series that you read and you understand the main plot lines. You're zooming through, you're like, oh my God, I'm addicted. But I knew that there were so many underlying messages and moments and things said that I missed out on, because you're focused on the big things, which is what's supposed to happen. You can't pay attention to every little detail, like, we're just girls. But dare I say I want to reread ACOTAR for the first time. And I'm not a rereader, okay? People who have or deal with anxiety tend to, me getting clinical, like Nash and my sister, they both deal with anxiety. They love to reread and rewatch shows, TV shows, movies, books, whatever. I am very blessed. I have anxious moments and depressive moments. It's situational. I don't deal with it chronically like close family and friends of mine do. So I can't rewatch things. Like, I can't reread things. I can't rewatch. Like, once I've seen a TV show once, it takes years for me to go back and be like, okay, do I want to, I already know what happens. Why do I want to watch it again? That's like my mindset, where usually if you like deal with more anxiety, you want to rewatch it because you know what's going to happen. So it makes you feel comfortable and you just want to like delve back in, which is totally understandable. Like you don't even need to have anxiety to deal with that, but there's like science behind it, which is really interesting. All to say that I will be rereading Avatar. I will, because it was that fucking good. That's how good it is. Like, I have to reread it. I've listened to it again on audiobook on Audible, and it was great. But I just want to reread it because I have the books, and I'm like, I want to smell the books, and I want to like start marking in the books and stuff. And I just feel like I missed so many key moments that are like just minor details that I want to pick up on. So now that I just word vomited that to you, that's pretty much it, you guys. That's the update. That's kind of like the major, that's like the major updates. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else, but this was so fun. I really miss hanging out with you guys. I needed this spark. I needed to just get my spark back with YouTube like I do every single episode. But let me know if you guys want more videos like this, or any recommendations that you want to see. Please give me inspiration, give me ideas. And yeah, I mean, like, that's pretty much it. That's like all I've got. I honestly have to get to work right now, but I love you guys. Thank you for hanging with me. This was so fun to catch up. Hopefully that grocery haul was helpful. Question mark? Maybe, I don't know. But I love you guys. Okay, that's all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.